Good morning fuckers, it's Leon here, or well, I suppose I don't really know what time it is there whenever you're watching this video. But, hello, I hope you're doing well, and I'm back with another binder video. I'm going to do like a Paxsies review now because I got my binder. It was probably more like 2 weeks ago, but my cat loved my binder so much, she peed on it, so I had to wait with making this video because I had to wash it, but it still smells like pee, so I just thought, you know what, fuck it. I just, at least it's clean, even though it still smells like pee, so like technically, I guess maybe it's not clean, but whatever. After filming this video, I will wash it again. But let's get into it. As you can see, you can't really see me wearing a binder, and that's like the major pro for me, because when I wear a binder, usually like a major source of dysphoria for me, at least, is that it always shows like in the neck here, especially if the t-shirt is like slightly wider than some other t-shirts. It just shows, and it's like, well, I feel like it's so obvious that I'm wearing something underneath, and like maybe it's just an undershirt, and that's what people think, like, oh, this dude is just really loving his undershirts. But I feel like it looks too much like hiding something, but that might just be, like I said, in my mind, because I know I'm wearing a binder, that I'm just paranoid as hell of people being like, oh, tranny right there, clocked. And then I will just be like tranny because I'm wearing a binder, but like most people don't even know what a binder is, so why am I even worrying about this? Dysphoria be like that sometimes. But now, after like you going off over that one thing that I like about the binder, I'm going to take off my shirt because, doing just like little naked video. So there we go. I've got some pictures here on the screen just from like the back and the side and just me in the front. Well, I guess you can just watch the video for that. But, so here you got the binder, obviously, I'm going to compare it to the GC2B binder now, because that's what I wear normally. The white half tank is what I usually wear. But now, after getting this one, and getting to try it out a few times before my cat peed on it, we love that. I noticed, like I said, you can see here very clearly that the straps, yeah, I guess that's what it's called, they go a bit further out. You can also place them even further out if that's something you need, and they sort of stay there. It is more so than they will with the GC2B binder. I think this binder is like one of the major pros. I'm going to like go off over the cons afterwards, because I think just starting with the positive things is a bit nice, So yeah, it's very stretchy and comfortable to move around in, but I think in the back here, just so that you can like talk about that as well, I think that's very interesting because it does go like a lot lower than regular binders. I think by like this much is like the difference from where like the regular binders go. So obviously you have a lot more room in terms of movement. As you can see on the side here, Paxsies said that this binder is sort of meant for more small-chested people. So obviously if you are like a larger guy, you have a larger chest, maybe this binder isn't for you. But, try it if you want to. I know a lot of bigger guys might find the full tanks more helpful, but even though you might be a bigger guy, wow, I really can't talk today, can I? Still, like when you move around, you will have a lot more like freedom, I think, in terms of your back here, because I noticed like if I work out in my binder, especially in the summer now while it's really hot, first of all, clammy as fuck. It's gross. Like I get so sweaty, especially on tea. I get so sweaty, it's ridiculous. So this binder is really nice because then I don't really feel the same sort of discomfort in terms of just being like moist and gross. But also, like I said, movement is easier, getting down on the floor. I work out at home now because of, and then yeah, you can just like do your thing. And I think also in the gym, if I wore this instead of like a sports binder, because it's not really recommended working out in a regular binder, because the tissue, well, the fabric here in the front, like can be a bit restrictive and like cause some damages, whereas this is sort of like a merger between a sports binder and a regular binder. But at the same time, at least for me, it binds pretty much just as well, like the GC2B binder and this binder. However, I know a lot of people, they kind of don't like how the GC2B binder, it will get this sort of pocket here in front, at the bottom of the binder here in front, but this doesn't, because like this fabric is stretchy all around. So it, like on the GC2B binder, it's going to be like stretchy just in the back and then just solid fabric in the front, but this one is stretchy all over. Like in the front, the straps and everything is just the same fabric. So yeah, no, it fits here, and you don't sort of get that same binder bump right here as you do with like GC2B binder. As for other like good things about this binder is that when you're just like chilling on the couch, because obviously you're going to be chilling as well, whether with friends or just alone, and you want to bind, at least I do a lot of time, and then this binder is sort of like a good compromise, I think, or like a good option instead of a regular binder or a sports bra, because like I said, it's like a merger, so it's a bit more comfortable for just like chilling around in, because it is more stretchy. So I know it's a sports binder, but it's also for me like a chilling binder, because just chilling on the couch, and like obviously my back is going to be like hunched over one way or another. I'm going to be like lying down, and it won't cut into my ribs as much. When running, I think it is obviously easier to move it and less clammy. That sort of just goes for all sort of sports when it comes to this binder. So yeah, you know, I think it's a good binder. It's definitely a good alternative to like for when you're going to work out. And I think also in the gym I've been especially mindful of like wearing a binder, because in there I feel like it looks more like a sports bra, whereas this would be, because of the straps right here, obviously more hidden. So when gyms open up again, they have here in Norway. I think it's just easier like mentally for me to not have that look of wearing a binder. So I'm definitely going to be using this just as a regular binder as well, since I mentioned, for me at least, I am fairly small chested, and so for me it wouldn't really be a problem or an issue to just use it as a regular binder at all. So I'm definitely going to do that. But as for the negatives, because I'm not just going to like sell this product for you or like for Paxsies, this fabric here is a bit stiff. And for me, like, I have ADHD, and along with that comes like sensory processing issues. It doesn't for everybody with ADHD, but it does for me, and it's like a big problem. And the fabric is a bit harsh. I think I wish it was a bit softer, because like comfortable fabrics for me is really important in order to not like mind wearing it, and in order to be able to actually wear it for a long time without getting rashes. Like maybe not even rashes, but I just feel like I'm getting them, even though I'm not, because my sensory processing issues make my nerves go off and my brain just go wild and annoyed, and it's a bit annoying, but like honestly I think it might also be because it's new, and even though I didn't have that issue with like the GC2B binder, this fabric is different. It's a bit more similar to the Underworks fabric, to be honest, so maybe it's just going to be a problem in the beginning while I'm still new to wearing it, and then as I will sort of wear it down a bit, it's going to get better. So we'll see, you know, I could update you if you want, but that's like big problem for me, to be honest. So actually I wouldn't run this, because especially here on the armpits at the seam, because there is just one seam on this binder, and it's under the armpits here on the sides. You know, it rubs a bit, so when running I'd have to like run like this because my sensory processing issues, and just it would feel, no, I just wouldn't be able to run like very long at least. I had like gone for a few short runs because like testing the binder and everything for this video, but I just couldn't run for very long because I personally struggled with that. So if that is something that might be an issue for you as well, like consider that when maybe buying it, if it is a problem for you. It is like 39 euros, so just evaluate for you what's more important. But I think, like I said, maybe as time goes on it wears down a bit and becomes more comfortable and less stiff, less harsh edges right there. Yeah, because also in the armpits here, like even without the seam, just edge here, it's a bit, I don't know, stingy, maybe. Like the last just negative, I think, is that it doesn't really come in any other colors. But at the moment, at least, it's just black. I would love for this to be in white, honestly, because obviously wearing this underneath white clothes is going to show, because it's dark black, and I just prefer having a white binder just in general. So obviously if they're going to expand their colors, that will be amazing. They might, let's see, we'll see. They did expand their Paxsies packing underwear boxes, so obviously that might happen for this one as well. So yeah, I think that's the Paxsies review binder. This is the Paxsies sports binder review for you guys. I hope it was helpful, like if you're considering buying this binder. I definitely do like it. That's like my conclusion. I like it. There are some negatives, like the fabric being a bit rough, but we'll see how that sort of develops. Who knows? But hope you stay safe. Toodaloo, eat food, drink water, get some sleep when you need it. And also, like, let me down. Don't let me down, but let me know down below if there is something like you want me to react to, make a video about. Because honestly, I just want to be there for you, I make these videos for you. And so, let me know what you want to see here, whether it's a topic or like a reaction video. Like send me things on Instagram in my DMs, or like type it out down below. Go, 2000s early spy movie where like click on that computer and just go, I'm in. So do that thing, do your thing, stay safe, and I will see you next week, fuckers. Bye.